Humanity sent one ship. The coalition fleet emerged from cloaking around Earth in perfect formation, blotting out the stars above the blue planet. 9 ancient civilizations had united for one purpose: to force humanity into submission without firing a single shot. Their armada was overwhelming. Over 900 capital ships, 3,000 escort vessels, and 41 extinction cruisers capable of reducing entire oceans to steam. Every world they had conquered had surrendered within minutes after seeing such impossible numbers. High Marshal Karn Viroth stood proudly on the bridge of the flagship, confident that Earth would become another peaceful conquest. His message echoed across every human communication channel: surrender immediately. Resistance is mathematically impossible. For several long moments, nothing happened. Then something strange occurred. Earth shut down every orbital defense satellite. Missile platforms powered off. Planetary shields disappeared. Even military communications went silent. The coalition bridge erupted with laughter. "They're surrendering already," one admiral joked. For 6 seconds, Earth remained completely still. Then a brilliant white flame erupted from the atmosphere. A single warship climbed steadily into orbit and stopped between Earth and the coalition armada. No escorts, no fighters, no drones, just one sleek silver vessel with elegant black markings across its hull. Its name read, UNS Resolute Mercy. Moments later, a calm female voice filled every coalition ship. "This is Captain Rena Barlow of the United Nations ship Resolute Mercy." A brief pause followed. "You are close enough." High Marshal Karn laughed. "One ship?" he mocked. He pointed toward the display. "Scan it?" Scan Master Velton had spent 30 years studying unknown civilizations. He had mapped hidden moons, uncovered stealth fleets, and measured weapons older than recorded history. Humans were supposed to be simple, a young species divided by politics and conflict. The scan should have taken 3 seconds. Instead, his console froze. 5 seconds, 10 seconds. 19 seconds later, the results finally appeared. The human ship existed in 6 different material states at once: carbon alloy, living polymer, adaptive ceramic, gravitic lattice, self-repairing crystal, and one unknown substance that the coalition translator simply identified as argumentative metal. "What does that even mean?" whispered one technician. "No idea," Velton replied. He initiated a second scan. The sensor pulse struck the hull. Instead of bouncing back normally, it returned stronger, cleaner, and mathematically improved. The ship had analyzed their scan and corrected it. Captain Barlow remained silent. The Resolute Mercy rotated only 1 degree toward the coalition fleet. Not enough to threaten, just enough to acknowledge it had noticed. Suddenly, Velton's display flashed crimson. Every hidden coalition ship appeared on his screen. Reserve fleets behind the moon. Stealth cruisers concealed within Earth's magnetic field. Assassination corvettes hiding beneath engine signatures. Every classified deployment, every secret formation, every cloaked vessel. The humans already knew exactly where they were. "They can see everything," someone whispered. Silence spread across the bridge. The deeper scans became even more disturbing. The ship carried massive rail cannons capable of splitting dreadnoughts apart. Yet surrounding each weapon were automated defense guns aimed inward. Their purpose wasn't to stop enemies. Their purpose was to destroy the rail cannon itself if it fired without authorization. Missile bays contained warheads beyond coalition technology. Every missile carried the same warning: not FOR, first USE. Velton stared at the words. Most civilizations built safeguards against their enemies. Humans built safeguards against themselves. The main weapon appeared next. It wasn't a cannon. It wasn't a missile. It was a controlled rupture in space-time itself. A weapon capable of striking through armor, distance, and probability simultaneously. One shot could erase an entire fleet. Yet surrounding the weapon were 7 independent kill switches created by different human governments. Each could permanently disable the weapon. An 8th system existed only to destroy the other 7 if they were ever compromised. Humanity trusted no single person with ultimate power, not even themselves. Then Velton examined the hull. Millions of microscopic impact scars covered the armor. The computer reconstructed them. These weren't battle scars. They were tests. Humans had fired plasma weapons at their own ship. Railguns, gravity bombs, artificial meteors, nuclear devices, nanite swarms. They had attacked their own vessel with every weapon they possessed. Not because they feared aliens, because they feared themselves. Captain Barlow transmitted again. Coalition fleet, your scan has entered restricted defense architecture. We choose to interpret this as curiosity. Her voice remained perfectly calm. The next layer contains extinction-class systems. Please stop scanning. High Marshal Karn slammed his fist onto the command rail. Continue. Against his better judgment, Velton obeyed. The final layer opened. Every coalition strategy had already been simulated. Every formation, every retreat, every hidden reserve, every political weakness, every possible invasion plan. Humanity had prepared for civilizations they had never even met. Then another file opened automatically. Its title read, WHWDOE not fire first. Inside were no targeting solutions, only memories. Cities destroyed by nuclear fire, children hiding beneath school desks, doctors treating enemy soldiers, peace treaties signed after terrible wars, a firefighter carrying strangers from burning buildings. Finally, a handwritten message appeared. Build the ship strong enough to end the war. Build the crew wise enough not to start it. Velton finally understood. The Resolute Mercy wasn't humanity's most powerful weapon. It was humanity's greatest promise. High Marshal Karn ignored the warning. Target the human ship! Across thousands of coalition vessels, weapons locked onto the lone cruiser. Captain Barlow spoke one final time. Fear creates monsters. We built this ship because we know that better than anyone. Please don't make us prove it. The High Marshal screamed. Fire! Nothing happened. One by one, coalition ships disengaged their weapons. Every commander had seen the same file. Human evacuation corridors, protected medical ships, rescue plans for enemy civilians. Humanity had prepared not only to win the war, but to save those who attacked them. Even in victory, even in war. 3 of Karn's own guards raised their weapons toward him. The order is refused. The greatest invasion fleet in galactic history withdrew without firing a single shot. Hours later, diplomats replaced soldiers. Human engineers repaired damaged coalition ships. They shared food, medicine, navigation data, and even tea. Years later, Velton kept only one document from that encounter. Not the impossible weapon, not the living armor, not the classified scans, only the handwritten words of a human admiral. Build the ship strong enough to end the war. Build the crew wise enough not to start it. The coalition had arrived believing humanity was dangerous because it possessed unimaginable weapons. They left understanding the truth. Humanity's greatest strength was never its power. It was the wisdom to know when not to use it.